Now, moving on to Khanindra Barman, who's running Wurfel Kuche. I have a question for you that as you are into B2B franchise, right? So, how would you be giving the customer acquisition to your say franchisee? What kind of leads? How will you operate your business, and how will it happen across India? Because India is it's a very big market. So how will you? What will be the procedure? How will you operate it?
Hello, my name is Khanindra. We are a company based out of Bangalore. I would start off answering to Benny's question over here. I'm representing this company called Wurfel Kuche. That's the name of our brand, and we are into modular kitchens and wardrobes. We believe that basically the whole philosophy of our business model for us, from our side, is a B2B franchising model, where each and every sale for our kitchens and our wardrobes would eventually happen through our franchises. So the logic behind this franchisee philosophy for our company was that we had a very aggressive target of multiplying the number of franchises across the country. So we understand that if we have to multiply at a very fast growth, the most important factor for our company that we should consider is that prime outlook of the company should be that we should be there next to our franchisee partners, standing and serving them at any point of time they need us. So when we come with this philosophy, we realize that we can't be a threat to our franchisee partners. So we can't have two selling windows. They can be selling and we can be selling at the same time, because for sure we can sell our products at a much better price than our franchisee partners. So this was a basic philosophy for not being a B2C. We realized that it would be a bigger and faster growth for us if we do a B2B and support our franchisee partner in all their sales, because eventually when they're selling, it's indirectly a sale for us. So that was a basic philosophy, and I feel that when you have real honest support to your franchisee partners, they would realize the same, and they'll take good care of our brand, which may not be possible if we have maybe 200 stores tomorrow and there's nobody really to take care of the stores. So we believe in this Wurfel family and this philosophy. Now, I'll just take maybe 5 more minutes of you guys. Taking back 10 years back or 15 years back, I don't come from a business background. My family is not from business background. I passed out from BITS Pilani in 2000 and then worked with corporates for 5 years. I was here working in Gurgaon for 3 years with Hughes Software Systems. Then I was working in Bangalore for 2 years for Lucent Technologies. And one fine day decided that enough of coding and designing of software, let's just get up to this and do something that we really want to do. I would like to ask a quick question over here. How many of you over here are actually intending to do business for the first time? Can you please raise your hand? How many of you? That's a pretty big number. So I was there 10, 11 years back, actually. Unfortunately, I didn't know about Franchisee India, which is a fantastic platform for the newcomers. But yeah, at that time, the competition levels are not so high. It was difficult for us to quit very good salary jobs, and not being from a big business background, it was very difficult for us to convince our parents that we can actually do business. So I started my career 10 years back in the field of hospitality, and I'm glad that I'm speaking here in this panel for service industry. How service can be beneficial for your service, for your business, any form of business, because I come from a hardcore hospitality background. In a period of 10 years, we have ventured into 21 projects. And they are in different verticals of restaurants, lounges, nightclubs, spas, and boutique hotels. But last 3 years, we explored in this industry of modular kitchens, but we really focused that 2 years, 3 years down the line, we need to have our own brand up and running. So it was not very honest of us to start trading an international brand. We started importing a Spanish brand to understand the business, to know kitchens from the best, one of the best peoples in the world. That is still a vertical of our company. We're still running that distribution of Spanish kitchens. But at the same time, we kept learning about kitchens. We're really hands-on people. We have washed dishes in our restaurants. We have picked up plate from the tables. We have joined tables. We have attended customers. And now we have sold kitchens personally. That is one big learning that we had throughout the whole 10 years of being entrepreneurs, is that it's your own baby. No work is small or big for you. If you have to do it, eventually it's your own baby. So please go ahead and without any hesitations, without any ego, please go ahead and do it, It's yours. So started off with this hospitality industry and with the basic. So this service thing really got into our blood that, no matter what, you need to be up over there and service your people, since I'm from a hospitality background. So we got into kitchens, and now we try to, integrate that same service intention and bend of mind into our kitchens. That was also one of the reason why we have B2B for our franchises, because we don't want to be competition to our franchises. We understand how much effort you need to put to set up your own first business, or maybe not your first, any business, how much emotions goes into it. And suddenly you realize that the people with whom you're associated are the people who are competing with you. So that was basically from the background we come from. And now going for it, in terms of Wurfel Kuche, we are a very new company. We just started our manufacturing unit in Bangalore 2 months back. The basic philosophy of our company is that we always believed in being unique. Okay, whatever we did, even if it's a small restaurant, we believed in being unique in our product. So what is the uniqueness about our brand is that we realize that in India right now, there are two kinds of players in the kitchen industry. Number one is the imported brands. You talk about a lot of imported brands, like Pogan Paul or Vinita or Nolte and Hacker and many others. So they're pretty aggressive in the country right now, but they come with top quality, but they also come with a big price tag. The second form of kitchen manufacturer in the country are our Indian brands. There are a lot of them who actually manufactures kitchens and sells it, but may not be as quality conscious as the imported brands. But we being Indians, we always want the best product at the cheapest price. That is our mentality, and we cannot do away with it. So that was the basic philosophy for the birth of Wurfel Kuche, actually. So we worked on the logistics and costings for importing each and every raw material from Europe, specifically from Europe, because the European kitchens are the best, and do the manufacturing and the assembling part in India. So Wurfel Kuche is basically, it's named as a German, it's the name itself is German, which means geometric cube. It was named on German language because it's not an Indian product. The product is not Indian at all. It is manufactured in India, we understand, but each and every component of a kitchen is imported from the same vendors who are supplying to Pogan Pol or Valcucini or Nolte. So we are here, just 2 months old. Our production is already started in Bangalore. I'm extremely glad that people are accepting our business model, and when our company is not officially launched yet, we are launching on 1st of November, we have signed up 10 franchisee partners as of now. And we are signing up the next second lot of 10 more. So we're extremely glad with the response that we have been getting because of the whole philosophy of delivering an imported kitchen, imported European kitchen at an Indian price. I would not take much time, but one particular very important take that I have taken in my life that I would like to share with you is that, first of all, don't be scared to venture into whatever you're thinking. If your first project, especially for the people who are getting into business for the first time, worst case, you lose some time, you lose some money. But tomorrow, you'll not regret that you want to do something of your own, you didn't do it. So that is a very important take that I would like to share with you guys. And number two, if you want to do something, please try to create a very, highly visible USP for your brand, or even if a small store, something very unique that people falls in love with that particular uniqueness. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Khanindra. That was really great, and I'm really impressed that you're still to launch and you've signed 10 franchises. That's actually great. Another thing, our panelists who are into franchising system, I just want to, the panel, most of them are young entrepreneurs. So, how do you get young franchises in the system? Like, what is the ratio? And because it's the age, or it's the time is for startups. So, how do you get how are you getting young franchises in the system for all those who are into franchising?
So actually, this particular question is very relevant to our business model. When we're defining our business model, we are a product, but actually we don't call it a product. We call it an experience, because the kitchen, it's a long thing. We come with a 10 years of warranty, so we have to be with our customers for 10 years. So it's more of experience than it just selling a product and your relation ends over there. Since I myself come from a background where I was nowhere related to a business family or with business, but I understand the amount of passion that a new businessman can actually put into his own business. So our business model actually, supports and encourages new entrepreneurs. Like for example, you need around 25 lakhs to start a business of Wurfel Kuche, a showroom of Wurfel Kuche. There are a lot of people who actually have around 10 lakhs, 12 lakhs, or maybe 25 lakhs money to start a business, but they don't really know where to go, what to do, how to start. So we come with a solution, considering that the person is not at all related to business, or considering the person doesn't know anything about kitchen. So we help them to set up the business right from the selection of location to the designing of the showroom to the training of themselves and the staff. And it's not a big deal, three friends get together, pull in 8 lakhs each and start their business. So we really support the concept. I don't really know where and how we'll be eventually reaching up to them. But yeah, there are a lot of forums on Facebook and other places where people talk about new entrepreneurship, and there are the platforms where we actually promote. And surprisingly, among the first 5 franchises in Bangalore, 3 of them are completely new people, and very enthusiastic and very passionate, and they're doing. And I love interacting with them because the amount of energy and questions they come up to you makes you feel so good, and it takes me back to my 10 years when I had so many questions, and I can really understand that how, if they're guided properly, how well they can take care of our brand. We really encourage the new entrepreneurs coming to
That's
us.
great. And now, Mr. Yeah.
I could add on to what he said. I had a real time experience. Probably I can share this anecdote with you. We have 2 franchisees who are just college pass outs. And I was also amazed. I said, why would you like to get into this industry? And a friend opened up a franchisee, and they said, ma'am, you're offering us a 15 lakh franchisee. At the most, I would get a degree after doing 3 years of MBA, and I would not walk this tough path like the way you were teaching us. You're taking us through the whole journey. You're teaching us how to set up a business. DBC comes and sets up a shop for us. You handhold us, you train us, you train us on technical subjects like waterproofing. You show us the leads. This is something which I cannot learn through academics. And I was amazed. I said, like, this is something which I recollect when Bill, in the Harvard University, there's a similar incidents where Bill Clinton came and said, like, a lot of dropouts are making us better businessmen. So yes, the youngsters have the zeal, the energy, the enthusiasm, and they're open-minded to learn new things. So this country definitely needs this, because unfortunately, this country also is facing a problem where education is not delivering into jobs. Today, the country needs entrepreneurs who are focused to get on to the field and understand the business, because that's where the whole industry is. And coming down to in our industry, that like Modi government declared 100 smart cities and urbanization, which unfortunately is almost 28%. By 2030, that would be 50% of achievement of urbanization in this country. So urbanization means infrastructural development. So when those two students who took up our franchisees, they opened up my eyes, and I went back to books and I read that. So yes, I agree with him that young entrepreneurs are the need of this country. So hands off, clap to you
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.